Thank you. Man, there's this beautiful line in the Islamic tradition, God is beautiful and loves beauty. And I mean, look at this room, right? Look at this room. To the Georgetown chaplains, thank you for demonstrating again and again that this is a laboratory for interfaith cooperation, this campus, and a launching pad for interfaith leaders. Thank you. To Melissa Rogers, who is off to build religious freedom and interfaith cooperation elsewhere, thank you for your friendship, for your partnership, for highlighting what we, I think, feel in our bones, that a new chapter begins here. This is a moment a new chapter begins. I believe this is a momentous day in the history of American religion. And to my friend and mentor, Jim Wallace, you know, I picked up the soul of politics when I was a second-year student at the University of Illinois in 1994, 1995. That summer, I traveled through Catholic worker houses. I came and I stayed at the Dorothy Day House in the summer of 95. I showed up at Sojourners asking to speak to Jim Wallace, and an official-looking person said, he's on book tour. He is literally in the office one day this month. Today, you will never get any time with him. I'm like, you have no idea who I am. And I looked up his address, and I went and sat on his porch. And he came home, and that was the first exchange in a 25-year-long conversation of what faith in action together could mean for ourselves and our world. And so there is no other person we would want to host and no other place we would want to inaugurate this moment in our history. The United States is the world's first attempt at religiously diverse democracy and the most religiously diverse nation in human history. We're trying to do something that has never before been done. Build a truly inclusive and just, multiracial, multi-ethnic, interfaith nation. Will faith express itself as a barrier of division, a bludgeon of domination, or a bridge of cooperation? Will our religious diversity contribute to our fragmentation, or will it strengthen our trust and cohesion? Will we become an ever-expanding city on a hill, our mosques and our churches, our temples and our gurdwaras, our synagogues and our sanghas and our secular humanist societies working side by side toward a common life together? Or will we be at each other's throats? I believe the fate of the American experiment, indeed, as Melissa Rogers suggested, the fate of diverse democracy around the world perhaps hangs on that question, on what we do, on who we become. Every great issue in American life, civil liberties, racial equity, environmental stewardship, women's empowerment, every single one has one or more vital civic institutions dedicated to its advancement. The goal of Interfaith America, the institution, is to partner with organizations across sectors, people of all faiths and philosophies, to strengthen Interfaith America, the nation. We make this change, announce this graduation, if you will, in our 20th year of operations as a formal organization. In that time, we have built a network of over 600 campuses actively advancing interfaith cooperation, published 8 books and hundreds of articles, trained thousands of leaders, run programs in partnership with the White House and Fortune 100 companies, been on stages with presidents and in church basements with emerging leaders, played our part in addressing national crises from vaccination to racial justice, ideological polarization to climate change. The young people we met on campuses a decade or more ago are now influential clergy, award-winning authors, organizational leaders, government officials, all of us dedicated to one dream, the dream of Interfaith America, a shared sacred story where we all thrive. Our work on campuses will continue and grow, as will our work with student leaders. We add to that interfaith work in health, in tech, in racial equity, in the growing movement of bridge building with government agencies and with private companies. Next Tuesday, we will be with Vice President Gore and a group of religiously diverse African American leaders discussing the intersection of interfaith cooperation, racial equity, and environmental stewardship. The next day, we will launch our Vote is Sacred initiative alongside President Bush in Dallas. In his final sermon, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. imagined himself floating across the arc of human history and wondered in which era he would most like to live. He floats past Prophet Moses parting the Red Sea, past Socrates, Aristotle, and Plato teaching in Athens, past Abraham Lincoln signing the Emancipation Proclamation. He selects the era in which God has chosen to place him. He is fully aware of the tumult and divisiveness of his times, but he believes that God is moving in a special way in that moment, and a real difference can be made in the nation and the world. I feel much the same way now. There are indeed gathering dangers on the national landscape, but America has always been defined by the response of its best people to its worst elements. I am reminded of the ugly anti-Semitism and anti-Catholicism of the 1920s, and how a group of interfaith leaders gathered to say no to religious bigotry and yes to interfaith cooperation. They spread their civic activities around the nation, and they gave us the gift in their era of a new national narrative. They called it Judeo-Christian. Judeo-Christian did good work for nearly a century. Today, we begin a new chapter, a chapter called Interfaith America. Khudafis. Thank you.